The weekend as a whole had potential. There was moments when both cars were well inside the top 10 and competitive. Anton in practice in one of the qualifying session, the top 5. Car 17 was positive all weekend, consistently in the top 7 all weekend in qualifying races, practice and everything like that. So overall, lots of positives, still some work to do on some consistency, but plenty to work on, some good stuff to come out of the weekend.
So first time with the Gen 3 cars around the Perth circuit, but a little bit different to the old cars. They were anywhere to probably second slower, so you feel that on track. Just the characteristics around sort of the change of direction and the bumper turn 1 and things like that, which is slightly different year on year. It's still, the fundamentals feel the same. It's still the same circuit, still the same type, but slight little differences. So you're trying to tune that and work out what you need to go as fast as you can.
I mean, all in all, it was a good, clean weekend, which at this stage of the year was important. That we, had three top 10 qualifyings, 3 top 10 race results, three clean races, 3 clean pit stops. So that enabled us to get a really good understanding of the car, make more inroads, and I ultimately enjoyed the weekend. It's still obviously short of our expectations and where we want to go, but it's a process at the moment. And I think each round this year, we've taken a good step forward.
Yeah, pit stops has been a big concentration for us over the last month or so after Newcastle, once the cars were built and we had some time to go back to practicing that. There's a couple of new crew members, so just bringing them up to speed, and one of them made their debut in pit lane over the weekend. So yeah, it's been a big focus on the pit stops for sure.
Yeah, tyre life is something that we anticipated would be more of a talking point this year for the cars. To be honest, it probably hasn't been as prominent as any of us thought in the first 3 events, but certainly Perth, for us, it was a little bit of a weakness, which is unusual, I would say. It was one of our strengths last year. It's certainly something that generally has been a strength of mine personally. So in the races, I think, we were quite strong at stages, but, I was trying to manage the tyres as you do in Perth, because it is notoriously tough on the tyres, but we just weren't able to quite look after the left rear tyre in any of the races. We did make balance improvements to the car, but we still had, a bit of an issue looking after the left rear tyres. We need to understand that at the moment. We're spending a lot of time and energy trying to go fast, trying to understand what balance this car requires, but also obviously trying to have a car that looks after the tyres.
First race on Sunday was our best qualifying, so towards the front, which was really good. Second or third lap, I think it was, just trying to pass Dave into the last corner. Went for a bit of a dip and didn't quite work out. Wasn't slowing down as quick as I wanted to sort of early in the stop, so then had a lot of brake pressure on late and then just locked up a bit and ran him wide, which got a penalty, which isn't good. So that sort of threw that race away, which was a bit of a shame.
The focus for Tasmania and round 4 moving forward is some consistency. We've been up and down quite a lot, so to be consistently in the top 5 now and competing and putting pressure on the front guys, not only in pit stops but practice, qualifying and in race pace is where we've struggled. So some race pace and some consistency.
It feels good to be back in the rhythm and the flow of racing now. We've ironed out a lot of the little issues that held us back. We certainly weren't slow at the first round. We just had a lot of little problems, and that was the same at Albert Park. But to have finally got on a little bit of a roll now, yeah, we've learnt a lot the last few weekends, and we've put that to pretty good use. The car was prepared great. I think Rich and the engineers did a really good job actually making methodical changes throughout all 3 races where we had good starts, we had good strategy. So it was a good clean weekend. We weren't fast enough. That's okay. We have still lots to look at and heaps of good information that I felt from inside the car, and we'll debrief that and put that to really good use. So I've enjoyed the week and enjoyed the racing. I'm enjoying Gen 3, but we know where our weaknesses are now, and it's just putting our heads together and bit by bit continuing our progress.